Yo, what up, guys? It's Hills. After a lot of throwing our opinions, feedback, complaints to Announcement Game Studios, we finally got some real stuff. Finally. Okay? Ooh, man, I just couldn't sit back and watch them delay this stuff, man, man. Dude, right here, dude. You guys, deserve better. We need to know this information ASAP. Even Kremlin got it before us. But anyways, guys, all that feedback and our voices were heard. Good job for those that didn't pussyfoot and threw your opinion out there for it to be heard. Yeah. So anyways, so they're gonna pretty much like Heroes of Arcadia. I read this a couple times and they're excited. And why it took so long to get this out after Kremlin got it and Korea got it. So anyways, here's the important part. The content file below is still in the process of being localized and prepared. Basically giving them more like room for errors. They are also highlights of the following months or updates, not a comprehensive list of every change arriving. So there are going to be more, but they just wanted to get this out there because, people are rioting, memeing, complaining. And thank God, I appreciate everybody who voiced their voices. Anyways, cool retreat update July. So we knew July was going to be pretty empty and they kind of revamped it. All right. So after the summer heat of Ekina and South Cruzan arriving in June, which is in about a week, our goal for this summer is for players to not feel frantic as we head toward Tier 4. The next evolution of Lost Ark's endgame. This is very important that they included this tier. Like people expect like Tier 4, like everybody to be in Tier 4 immediately. Tier 4 is the end game. We're in the transitional period. Tier 3 is still gonna be important, and it looks like, from the low on, as well as people, feedbacking about it, they want new players to kind of stay in Tier 3, learn the system before going to Tier 4, but we'll talk about that later. We talked about it in the highlight channel where Korean players, feedbacks, there are protests, rioting going on. Peaceful, but they're voicing some things that they want changed before these stuff do make it into patch notes, right? So the feedbacks of Low On, if you want to know more, it's in my highlight channel. And if you want to know detail about the Low On, because we got to brush quickly in this video what's coming to the West, it's in this video, as well as in my main channel. I go over in the main channel how we can prepare, the choices that we have to prepare for Tier 4 in detail. All right, we have a class lecture here, so check that out. It's all in your fingertips, all the information out there. But back to this, we're gonna go real quick now. But to be rewarded for playing, engaging with new raids, and adventuring in Arcadia, we're extremely excited to release a batch of progression updates along with new ways. All right, so solo mode. If you have been following Low On, like I said, right in my breakdown in the highlight channel as well as in the main channel. All right, if you've been following along, right, what did I say? They might add more, right? So they confirm right here. We're excited for the flexibility that it gives to players who want to practice raid mechanics before attempting them with a group, or those who are having difficulty navigating Priority Finder. Solo mode will support raids starting with Volton Legion raid all the way to Ivory Tower Abyss Dungeon. We knew this, and the range of solo mode available raids will be updated heading forward. Okay, that's good. That's an additional juicy information. Even though the gold amount will be less than normal raids, we knew that progression materials and gold will be rewarded so that players won't have too much trouble progressing alone. Remember, the intention is for solo mode raiders to be able to progress just through solo mode. All right, solo mode will have special effects to help different class playstyles and support classes and play solo. I go over that in the breakdown where we can choose buffs to enhance our performance so that solo mode isn't a pain in the dick. For example, supporters will have an option to help them out, as well as like if you have a back attack, a lot of back attack skills, and the boss keeps looking at you because it's solo mode, you have an option so that all attacks are considered back attack, like the Behemoth raid. Once again, covered in detail in that breakdown. So Tier 3 support boost. So we're getting the honing nerf, pretty much. Honing gonna cost silver up to 1540. Honing price up until 1580 will be decreased. Crafting crafting the sets will cost less gold. Elixir transmutation will be decreased. According to Low On, they said half, maybe even more. So these are very in general, guys, right? A lot of people in Korea are giving feedbacks and protesting. Maybe they make it live. We don't know until we get the patch notes, as well as the CM letter, the KRCM letter later this month. All right, so permanent engraving support for all characters in tier 3, 5x3, no need to cut rocks for new players, and gems will be available to help players progress level 5, 6, and 7. You unlock them, we go over in the breakdown. Ivory Tower, the third gate, Firehorn will be removed. However, the overall goal received in the normal mode and hard mode will stay the same for to support the faster content release cadence in the West. This is good. Don't nerf our gold. Okay? Feedback heard about this. I've been preaching this. I've been screaming about this. Do not nerf our gold. Increase the gold a little bit. All right, don't 5x it, but like, you know, increase it so we can catch up. We need gold. We need Goj. We need Goj. Endgame progression event. We're working with Smilegate RPG for more events like, you know, Path of the Soul Eater, blah, 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 blah. So more stuff, more juicy stuff. So if you guys are thinking about coming back because of the solo mode and you want to re-experience tier 3, and get prepared for tier 4, now is the time. Well, actually not now, but in July. You can come back now, do a Horizontal Express, as well as get some event mats and stuff like that. But yeah, and let's go to general. July and August will have other events, updates, and cosmetics as we head toward tier 4. All right, so hopefully some bikini skins like that one, dude. The go to bikini skin, that'd be nice. Don't delay that stuff for the West. Once again, right here, dude. NAE audience deserves better, all right? Don't do that. Don't do this stuff like you delay stuff later. All right, I've heard experience that in other games, and I've dealt with that. Or in my favorite gacha game right now, we're 6 months behind, man. It sucks dick. All right, Endgame Evolution September. Pretty much confirmed. I'm gonna say it again, September. The next evolution and stage of Lost Ark's Endgame arrives in the form of tier 4. In this section, we will briefly introduce the changes. So yeah, tier 4 is coming in September. Once again, guys, not everyone will be in tier 4. Tier 4 is end game. Okay. The for example, the A gear raid that's not coming in September is an end game raid. A new player cannot just go into there in 1 month. Okay, they're gonna jail themselves. They're gonna harm others. As they are not, it took, you know, the veterans of NAU a couple years to get to be a veteran in combat, all right? Let alone the materials and the advancement of their characters, not just their play skill. But anyways, South Cruzan is where, so North Cruzan continent is coming. South Cruzan is in June, which is coming next week. And then North Cruzan is announced. We know this from Loan. Entry eye level will be 1620. Where that is a ticket to tier 4 if you choose to go immediately. We talk about that once again in the main channel. All right. The 60-man raid against Behemoth will release, granting tier 4 materials and weapon transcendence to victorious players with a limited pool of revives available, which is 8 revives. Prepare for mayhem. All right, 1640. Now, if you're like, whoa, how do we do 1640? Well, if you're 1620 and you do the tier 4 dungeon, the Nut Castle, you'll be 1640, which we'll talk about. Now, let's transition. Gear overview. The new tier 4 gear will be added in Relic and Ancient levels. All right, Ancient level. They didn't explain this very well, but in Loan, it's gonna come with the new raid A gear. All right, maximum quality will be set to 120. People are protesting this. This is not set in stone. All right, it's not gonna use a tier 3 mats, guys. You don't have to save your tier 3 mats. Well, I don't wanna say do this or that. All right, because nothing here is really confirmed. Agents don't know either. Wait for the CM letter, wait for the patch notes. But from the Loan, they said that tier 4 is going to use new mats. But everybody in Korea is complaining about the quality system. Like, some people are complaining about like the Rock 97 not carrying over. Some people are complaining about their bracelet not being respected. But everybody in unison, surprisingly, in the Lost Ark community is complaining about the quality system. So, to be announced. All right, Side Rail 9 to 10. Well, this one's coming first. We don't know the information on this. The date, all right? We just know this is coming to Korea. All right, so existing, LGIC 2 is like Ella, okay? So anyways, if you don't know what that is, just drop on my Twitch. I don't want to make this any longer. Existing gear can all be used. Advanced honing, elixirs, transcendent settings. So they'll be preserved in like an encyclopedia, some dictionary, blah, 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 blah. That was talked about in the Loan. So there is no need to worry about your current progression. Or be concerned about advanced honing with tier 3 materials. Yeah, you could do, if your gear is tier 3, you could do advanced honing with tier 3. I go over this in the video, what you need to choose. There are some safe choices. For example, wait for the Korean guinea pigs to find out on July 10th. So tier 3 materials, if your gear is tier 3, use tier 3 mats. If you convert to tier 4, by going to the Nut Castle, then you use tier 4 mats. Now, as I said in this video, we don't know if it's going to use less tier 4 mats than the tier 3 mats, but we are assuming that it does to help the new players, but we don't have answers to that. It is not confirmed. We don't know we don't have the calculations for this because we don't have tier 4 yet in Korea. So not only the functions, but also the looks. Glow effects will be preserved in like an encyclopedia. If you unlock the glow, then you can select the glows. That's nice. We've been asking this for 2 years, 3 years. Existing honing effects will be preserved in the new book, meaning that you can freely select any old effects on weapons. Engravings with the new engraving system, tier 5 engravings can be selected. All right, class engravings can be changed in Arc Passage system. We will explain the system later in this article. Engraving attained from ability stone can be upgraded through their fasting level. Okay, well, I'm gonna make a separate video about ability stones. Okay, so wait for that one. However, existing engravings can be upgraded by existing engraving recipes. Relic engravings will be added. Okay, this is like kind of like freaky. All right, they don't really explain how it's gonna be added or what it's gonna do. I do the breakdown in this video, as well as in this video. Okay, how you gain power for every 5 books. Okay, so just because you have 5 engravings that you can select doesn't mean you need 100 and yeah, you don't need 100 relic books day 1 that this system comes out. All right, we're supposed to slowly transition into the Arc Passage system. We use our current system, and there's a toggle on and off button to transition into the new system, which will be better in the future as we go into tier 4. But once again, we're in the transitional period. All right, so anyways, yeah, so, and if you're wondering, do I need to start buying legendary engravings, I talk about it in this video. Okay, in this video, I know it's very long, but it's gonna be very helpful to see your options and what you need to do with the engraving books, as well as other stuff like that. Should I hone? Should I do this? Should I sell this? Should I buy this? So it's all talked about in this video. Where is the freaking engraving part, dude? Where's the freaking engraving part? Anyways, anything I want the thing I want to say about this is, yo guys in the West, if you're watching this, I need you guys to ask AGS through the July as well as the August summer events to give us the freaking legendary engraving the choice books. All right, we need this. New players need this. Returnees need this. All right, for those that did not learn 100 or even more legendary engravings, I mean, you shouldn't learn them now. You should hold on to them because we don't know the meta. The meta is going to be completely changed. The playstyle of every class is going to be changed. All right, but yeah, so we need to be able to get these engraving books ready. So if we could get some, yeah, right here. So if we could get some of these like free books, all right, I don't want you guys to open them and then like get class engravings because we might not need those. Okay, so it'd be nice if we could hold on to them, and then at a safer time when we know our class needs these 5 engravings and my ults need the same 5 engravings, then we can open them and learn them. Okay, so we're not behind and we don't have to spend gold because we got them for free because we begged AGS and Smilegate to help us out because we're still catching up, right? So please guys, if you're watching this video, please voice your opinions out there. Okay, all right, now let's keep going here. Gems when transferred from tier 3 gems, tier 4 gems will be down level to yeah. God damn, man, like the way they word this sounds so bad for those that didn't watch the low on or the breakdown. All right, for instance, tier 3 level 10 gem will transfer to tier 4 level 8 gem. Damage gem goes to damage gem, cooldown gem goes to cooldown gem. But people in Korea, once again, are protesting about this. They want a more fair gem system that you can roll to damage or cooldown regardless if it's cooldown or damage, right? So for example, let's say you're playing one build that requires 8 damage gems, another build that requires 3 damage gems, for us to just switch. All right, people are protesting on a daily basis. They're even calling the posts protests. All right, Shiwi. All right, so wait for this. All right, don't panic. All you need to know from this is that your level 9 and 10 gems will carry over to tier 4. Not only that, when it carries over, there were some calculations, miscalculations, drop on my stream. There are some new calculations that the level 8 gem, damage gem, is going to be about a 4.9%, around 4.9% increase. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's in my breakdown. All right, it's in my breakdown video. So it's there's base attack. They all talk about the base attack right there. Base attack damage, increase effects. So support classes can use damage gems because it also supports their supporting skills. All right, that's in the breakdown as well in this video. in the highlight channel where you're watching this already. Subscribe, by the way, and hit the like, guys. Help out the support channel. Is growing really good. All right, guys, thank you so much. And yeah, so the cooldown gems also give the base attack as well. All gems now. All right, all gems depending on the level give base attack higher and lower depending on the gem level. All right, so basically what this can be described as is that your gems carry over. It's not completely doo-doo like tier 2 to tier 3. It carries over, and the ceiling just gets increased, right? Just by having level 10 tier 3 gem and going to tier 4 level 8 gem, you are getting stronger. And the cooldown reduction gets better as well with the tier 4 gems once we go from 8 to 9 to 10, okay? So ability stones basically, ability stones don't lose value. They carry over to tier 4. They're gonna work very differently. It's not gonna help you to enable your engravings. Once very key important thing is once we transition into the Arc passive system, we won't need the tier 3 accessories that gives engravings on the accessories, okay? Once we transition, very important, when we decide, everyone's gonna be different when we do decide, all right? When we decide to go to the Arc passive system, we're going to slot in the engravings into the Arc passive, okay? We're no longer going to need the engraving points from accessories and the ability stones. We will still use this, guys, until we transition though, so please don't delete your rocks. As a matter of fact, some of your old rocks may gain in value. So please wait for my ability stone before you do anything wrong with them. All right, I'm just looking out for you guys. I just want you guys to transition into tier 4 with a smile. Not, oh my God, I just did something. I just deleted a rock. That could have been the best slot, right? So accessories, engraving effects will be removed while additional effects will remain. That's for tier 4, okay? Not your current ones. From tier 4 updates, basic effect can be imbued to the accessories through refine and reforge system. Additional options will be added to bracelets. So basically, they don't. So tier 4 accessories like bracelet is not even coming right away, right? So guys, like calm down. That's in September for Korea, 2 months after tier 4. All right. So bracelets are coming as a reward for clearing the new Belshazzar in tier 4, guys. All right. It's 2 gates. All right, she has a new model and everything like that. If you didn't watch the low on, but basically, guys, existing tier 3 bracelet will also see opportunities for getting the effects re-granted or converted. All right, wait for the patch notes here. But the tier 4 bracelets that coming out in with the Belshazzar raid, it has Arc passive points that enhance your the hyper awakening skills. Okay. As well as the accessories now enhancing your Arc passive class engravings. I don't want to say engravings, class related identity stuff. Okay. All right. That's in the breakdown video. Okay. So basically don't worry about that stuff. They're just saying that, you know, the important part is this: your tier 3 accessories, do not delete them. You have to use them still if you're a veteran. All right, for new players, it's a little bit different. We'll talk about that in a new player guide or returning guide who don't have accessories and stone cut. But for those that have already cut it, it'll transition into tier 4 until you decide you're ready for the Arc passive system. And I'll tell you guys how you know when you're ready. Okay, basically TLDR, once the Arc passive is stronger than your old system, right? But obviously, we don't have the Arc passive system. It's not even announced when it's coming for the West, so you will be using your tier 3 gear, guys. So don't worry, all right? So cards, new cards, card sets will be added, but it's not gonna make a lot of salvation like 40 or 50. They're just gonna add new elemental damages, which is kind of like L in my opinion. But people once again are protesting about the cards, guys. Surprisingly, more and more people are protesting about the cards. How the new players just as they made a new account and did the new player journey, they were getting gate capped because of the cards. But anyways, they're also breaking the set effects from 30, the power, like Ladder Salvation 30, right? 8%. They're making it 4% and then 4% and 24, right? So they're staggering it, evenly distributing it, I guess is a better word or better phrase, right? No real big changes here, right? I don't really like this. Basically, if there's like a raid where the boss takes more fire damage and there's like a new fire of salvation, and we need that or something. Ugh, I don't like that, dude. I hate cards, bro. People are asking for a soft reset for cards. If you really want to help new players or just delete the card system, hopefully they listen. Once again, all of this is subject to change. All you guys need to know is that solo mode is coming in July. Bunch of events are coming in July and September. Those are for certain. Those are things you want to know so that you install the game. All right, combat system updates, perfect block system, new battle items, combat level 60 to 70, roster level 300 to 400. I don't really like this. I'm not gonna go into detail why this was added in, but I did talk about it on stream. Okay, if you have any questions about this, let me know on streams. So skill level 12 to 14. This is new information. This is new information. Cool. Trade skill level increased to 70 because our character level is going to 70. They're also reworking the trade skill items so that it's easier to craft and enter. Okay, so wait for those updates before crafting if you can wait. And yeah, like especially if you're a returnee or a new player. All right, new dungeon, the Nut Fortress and Krujan Frontline. Krujan Frontline. Okay, so let's see here. The new dungeon for progressing will be coming, which is the Nut Castle. This Nut Castle is pretty much our ticket to tier 4 because as you do the dungeon, so adventurers can loot tier 4 gear selection chests in Nut Fortress. Item level entry 1620. So 1620 is the golden number to go to tier 4. Doesn't mean you go right away. You gotta watch the breakdown video and can level up to item level 6040 via gear transfer. Krujan Frontline is a new hack and slash style content. Oh, so that's like the new Chaos Dungeon. And it's once a day. Instead of 50, you do one dungeon, 50 energy, and then another dungeon, 50 energy. It's 100 energy in one dungeon. It's 1.5x one tier 3 Chaos Dungeon, so it will take a little bit longer than one Chaos Dungeon, but since you don't have to do 2 Chaos Dungeons, you save time. All right, that's nice, because like if you have a lot of characters go to tier 4, you know, some no lives like me, you don't want to do 24 Chaos Dungeons twice a day, right? 48. I mean, yeah, 12 characters, 24. All right. Additional changes: sailing coin and seals will be unified into one token type. We don't know what the distribution will be like. Like one coin does convert more into the singular token. We don't know. Province stones will be removed. Oh, so speaking of sailing coins, you can keep if you still need like the tier 3 shards, then buy the shards from the pirate ship off the major cities. Or if you don't need those anymore, save it for tier 4 pirate ships. Off the cities. All right, province stones will be moved. In order to give time for players to use the province stones, we will be running an exchange shop for some time. That is nice. Partial content, special difficulties, co-op battles, deathmatch, and Turubik will be removed, guys. Rip, man. Rip. All right. Guild quests. Yeah, so these guild quests will be simply simplified along with removal of raid matches and rip, guys. All right. Do your final batches. Take a screenshot with your guildies. The skill tree limitation of 18. So this is talking about tripods. You know how tripods there's 18 out of 18? This will be moved. Very nice. Some class will benefit, obviously. Players will be able to do activities during... Okay, so while sitting in like a group finder, while you're in a group, let's say you're in a... what is it? Like a Thaymine group, and it's like 2 hours to get a support, you can do other stuff like Chaos Dungeon, all right? Now, quarter 4 fall 2024 dates and more details will be shared for the following systems and updates in our next roadmap, releasing in July. But we wanted to share a sneak peek of what players could expect throughout the rest of 2024. A gear, this is the new end game tier 4 raid. Khan is back and this giant is here, and the reward is relic tier 4 gear, and you can also imagine the ceiling of eye level will increase from the relic to ancient tier 4 gear. All right, arc passive. Oh, arc passive is this. Oh yeah. I thought they were talking about the battle pass. Sorry. This new combat system is a whole new. I just explained that for like 10 minutes. All right, you guys read that, but don't worry because the existing tier 3 combat progressions are not going to go away completely. Arc passive can be turned on and off by choice. I said this. This means that existing tier 3 stats, class engravings, and set effects can be retained. Don't worry about new players because in tier 3 we do have 5x3 that we could choose. So do not cut rocks until further notice. You get free engravings and free gems. So don't buy accessories or cut rocks until further notice. I'll give you guys a new player guide later on. Hyper Awakening is coming in August in Korea, but in the West it's I guess coming in fall. All right, guys. So other features as a new pet trait, as well as like the nice horizontal stuff. Blah 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 blah. Will come later. We'll let you guys know later. Anyways, guys, that's a long video, but yeah, solo mode is confirmed. All right, tier 4 is confirmed for September. And if you have any questions, check out to my streams or these videos where I break it down. And don't do any drastic moves. Wait for confirmations, okay, guys? So solo mode, as well as a lot of helping events, are starting to roll out starting July. All right, that's it. Cool. Peace.